welcome to We Need a Moon. My name's Tracey and I'm here with Dee.
Hi.
Today we're going to be recording and doing our new moon circle for new moon in the sign of Capricorn. We like to talk about what this sign means for you, what new moon means for you. Dee's going to take us on a little bit of a guided, is it a meditation today? Or
we're doing a little guided meditation,
Meditation today. First of all, before we begin the meditation that Dee has set out for us today, we always advise that you get yourself into a comfy space, a quiet space, a safe space. This can mean grabbing a little blanket, maybe sitting in your comfy chair, wherever you feel comfortable and a place where you are able to meditate and focus. As always, we have some suggested aromas for you to use as well, based around this moon's energy. Cypress or cypress, Dee?
Cypress.
Cypress. There we go. Everyone who is new to me will learn that my pronunciation is off sometimes.
It's my highlight of these recordings.
Is it?
When you say words. I love it because you're so adorable. And I love when you say the word right and you're still doubting yourself.
Oh dear. I have no air in my signs. I always keep saying this, and I think it's become a thing that I'm very paranoid about now, my communication. But also, in my defense, Dee, I'm Northern, so I say things different. Patchouli.
I'm foreign, so we're not the place to go if you want to learn pronunciations. The Queen's English.
The correct pronunciation. There we go. My words have gone already. We've only just started. Okay, so let's start again. Aromas. Cypress, patchouli, vanilla, and tulip. A nice mixture for you there today. And we'll go through what these mean a little bit later. And crystals. Only 2 on the list today, Dee. An easy one to go through.
But how good are they? They're so
ones.
Good.
Yeah. Sometimes you only need 2. Sometimes you only need 1. Fossilized wood and selenite. Grab those if you have them. Or go rogue. Do your own thing. Go to the things that draw you. Get yourself comfy. And I'm going to hand you over to Dee, who is now going to guide us through new moon in Capricorn.
Right. Well, I am loving this sign.
I find this energy very similar to Aries, which is why I think you like it. The Earth equivalent of Aries. And Dee's an Aries for those of you that we haven't mentioned before. So it's, I think, the equivalent of that, but just a little bit more earthy. So I thought you might enjoy this one, Dee. This could be your new moon as well.
If you are Capricorn and you want to be our friend, please get in touch. We're in the market for some Capricorn friends.
We get on. We need some Capricorn friends. We do.
We haven't purposely excluded you. We just don't hang out with very many people. So it's not a surprise we don't have one friend for each zodiac sign.
No, maybe that's something we should aspire to get, Dee.
Yeah, like a collection, like how some people collect toys.
Yeah, next time we're out partying, socialising, we should ask what their signs are first before we decide if we want to.
Oh no, we already have Sagittarius. Sorry, bye, move on. Next.
Could you imagine?
Basically, we're moving into a very grounded earth sign, as you said. So we are going to be turning, as we move from Sagittarius into Capricorn, we're moving from dreaming to building, doing, actioning things.
Dee, can I just say I've had a thought? If you and I were to merge into one,
we have, because we have our periods at the same time.
Yes. I'm a Taurus, so I'm Earth. You're Aries, you're fire, but you're very driven, which is Capricorn. I'm very earthy, which is Capricorn. If you and I were to have a little baby of signs mixing Aries and Taurus, or merge into one, I think Capricorn would describe.
It would be a little baby Capricorn. It's also, I think, the funniest of the signs. Like whenever I see a drawing of Capricorn, I'm like, what even are you? In the nicest possible way. It's like goat mermaid.
Goat with a fish tail.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
Right, so we are moving from dreaming to achieving and working towards our goals. Which is really fun, I think. I love that time. You know, we've been very reflective recently, haven't we? We've done a lot of work on our internal thoughts and our inner critic and done lots of shadow work and so forth. And so now we're kind of thinking, right, we've analyzed, we've done all that. We've spend some time thinking about what we want for the next cycle, the new year. So now we're going to be building and working on those dreams, which I think is just so fun. For those of us in the north, it can be a bit of a dark time. Literally, we're in the middle of winter, and emotionally. Once I got diagnosed with seasonal affective disorder, and I really struggle with that because I don't understand how it can be called a disorder that you suffer and struggle with the darker months. It helps to think about those darker months and those early nights coming in, to think about it as an opportunity to spend more time looking at the moon and seeing the moon. But, we're living beings that need the sun to survive. We need it for vitamin D. We need it for a bunch of reasons. So it's not a surprise that we suffer when we don't have enough of it. So you might be struggling emotionally with this. When the moon is in Capricorn, it can feel slightly uncomfortable because Capricorn is actually the opposite side to Cancer, and Cancer is the sign ruled by the moon. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, which is a very masculine energy, very masculine planet, and the moon symbolizes all that feminine energy. So we're not having any of those maternal feelings associated with the moon. So it can be a bit of a challenging time for people. During this time, it's really good to focus on the areas of your life that you feel vulnerable. So saying that, we're going to be doing this meditation, guided meditation. I would like to thank Terry Cole, who's a psychoanalyst who's amazing, who has created this meditation that I'm going to go guide you through. So get comfortable, make sure you have your nice candles or aromas, essential oils burning, that you've got your crystals next to you that Tracey mentioned in the intro, and we are going to set off. So gently close your eyes and let's begin. I want you to focus your attention inwards and concentrate on your breath. I want you to think about your breath very actively. I want you to concentrate on breathing in and breathing out. And think in your mind as you're breathing in and out. Think, I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out. I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out. I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out. Your attention is focused inward, and you're sinking all the way into your body. Start breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. I'm breathing in through my nose. I'm breathing out through my mouth. I'm breathing in through my nose. I'm breathing out through my mouth. Now visualize the peaceful, positive energy that's all around you. Very different from the shadow work we've taken you on recently. We are now surrounded by peaceful, positive energy. And on your exhalation, visualize that you are releasing all your fear, all the obstacles, all the limiting beliefs, all of your inner critic thoughts, all of your imposter syndrome, everything that is getting in the way of you creating what you want in your life. So as you breathe out, you're releasing all of those negative energies. Imagine that energy is leaving your body as you exhale your breath. Now let's start with a quick physical relaxation. So I want you to focus your attention now on your feet. You might be sitting down, you might be lying down. Whatever position you're in, focus on your feet and silently repeat after me. My feet, my toes, and my heels are relaxed. My feet, my toes, and my heels are relaxed. My feet, my toes, my heels are completely and totally relaxed. Now move that relaxation up your legs and say to yourself, my shins, my calves, and my knees are relaxed. My shins, my calves, and my knees are relaxed. Feel that warmth and relaxation move up through your thighs. My thighs, my hamstrings, and my hips are relaxed. My thighs, my hamstrings, and my hips are relaxed. Remember, you're still breathing in and breathing out. And as you're breathing out, you're releasing all of that negative energy, all of that stress and tension in all of these parts of your body. Feel that relaxation moving up to your torso. My torso, my chest, and my lats are relaxed. My torso, my chest, and my lats are relaxed. Feel that relaxation floated around your body, and direct it, move it around to your body, all of the parts that you feel that tense stress, tension, that you feel you're clenching your muscles. My upper, my middle, and my lower back are relaxed. My upper, my middle, and my lower back are relaxed. Feel that warmth and relaxation moving along to your hands now. My hands, my arms, my shoulders are relaxed. My hands, my arms, my shoulders are relaxed. Feel that relaxation moving up to your neck. Now, this is an important area because many of us keep our attention in our necks and in our shoulders. My neck, my head, my face are relaxed. My neck, my head, my face are relaxed. And last but not least, move that relaxation upwards. My brain and my mind are relaxed. My brain and my mind are relaxed. My brain and my mind are completely and totally relaxed. My brain and my mind are completely and totally relaxed. And now you are feeling relaxed from the top of your head to the tip of your toes. So it's easy now for you to visualize with perfect clarity. In this total feeling of relaxation, your mind is open, your heart is open. As we're talking about this Capricorn season, we are moving towards a basic theme of building. Thinking about how we can achieve what we want in our life, emotionally, financially, in relationships. How can we avoid getting stuck? In this grounded earth sign, we want to feel grounded, stable, consistent. We want to root in our bodies and in our actual material reality. We don't want to get stuck. So, what we're going to be doing during this meditation is coming up with ways for us to achieve our goals without getting stuck. So, continue to breathe deeply. Allow yourself to float without doing too much. Just allow whatever it is you need to hear today to go straight into your heart chakra and right into your conscious mind. So the first way that we can harness the energy of the Capricorn season is to use all of our senses, actually savoring all of our senses. And all of these five senses, we want to explore them and we want to connect with them. This is an art. It can be done through cleaning up an area in your house. It can be done through making a beautiful altar. It can be done through making things by hand, sense of touch. Maybe you refresh your music collection to stimulate that sense of hearing. Maybe we find something delicious, treat ourselves to a bouquet, flowers. Or working on a signature scent for us, for yourself, using your oils, or for your home. Maybe we put pen to paper and write a real letter on fine stationery. Maybe this letter is to ourselves, or maybe we write a letter to someone who we love. These are all ways to get dialed back into your body in a grounded, earthy way, using all of our senses. A second way to truly maximize on this Capricorn season is to live by our values. Earth signs such as Capricorn have very strong values and very strong priorities. It's not particularly a sign that likes to have things that are complicated. So live the way you know how to live, aligned with what is true and authentic for you. Capricorns can sniff out the pure essence of everyone and everything. So get dialed into your true essence. The next way to maximize on this Capricorn season is to be present. The earthy Capricorn is an ultimate Zen master. It's all about being where you are right now. Not rushing, slowing down. It's not just about being present. It's about really enjoying being present. During this season, try not to have your calendar packed. There's not time to enjoy it otherwise. There's not time to feel present. Always thinking about the next thing that you have to do. To feel joy, get back into your senses. Stop the rushing around. If you're rushing around, this won't happen. So it's not just about feeling present, but about enjoying your senses, about using your resources wisely. It's also a great time to get intimate with your finances again. Be prudent. Be mindful. Don't go into debt for shiny objects. And really have a plan. We've been through the dreaming part, the lunar cycle. We are now in the planning part. Set aside funds for these plans. When you want something, try to pay for that in full upfront. Even if you have to delay gratification, because this is what we can learn from Capricorn about building goals and security. The last thing we have to think about is simplifying. Like I said, Capricorn is not a sign that likes things to be complicated. Less is more during this tasteful Capricorn time. Really think about our society and how we live generally. Use your discerning eye to work out what actually goes together. How much do you actually need of anything? Take something away before you add something. Experiment with beauty in a minimalist way. Simplify. Slow down. Be mindful and dial into your senses. If you find that you're getting stuck seeking the security and aiming to achieve your goals, If you are driven by fear, this is the perfect time to get honest about that with yourself. You can try new things and not have it be so scary. Slow down. Remind yourself to be present. Because this is the only moment that any of us are actually guaranteed. This moment right here, right now. So I'm going to start bringing you back. I'm going to count back from 10. 10. 9. 8. 7. You're feeling incredibly grateful. 6. 5. You're feeling present in your life. 4. 3. You're ready to simplify and slow down. 2. 1. Just stretch out your hands and rock your feet. And now treat yourself to a full body stretch and open your eyes when you're ready. And welcome back. That was our little guided journey. Because Capricorn is very grounded, very earthy sign, it's just a really useful reminder to just focus on slowing down, simplifying things, being mindful, being present in the moment, and dialing into your senses. When we're in an active mode and when we have all these goals and ambitions and so forth, it can be very easy to fall into the bad habit of always thinking about what's next. Driving and never arriving.
Living and never arriving. That's a good one to write down.
Right? Because we're always thinking about what next, and never taking a moment to stop and be like, wow, I've actually achieved a lot right now. I'm just going to sit back and enjoy it for a minute before I work on the next goal.
I love that, Dee. I think Capricorn is such an interesting energy to learn about. New moon in Capricorn, like Dee said, is a very earthy sign, but I think it sits well with signs of fire, driven signs. And like Dee mentioned as well, signs maybe in the water element might find this energy a little bit tricky to work with, but we can all use it to find something out. And I'm guide you through now the sheet and the bits and pieces to take stock from this. Capricorn, it likes to create legacy, and it's very much a sign for planning ahead. It's a sign that likes to feel like it's achieved and made a difference. It's a very resourceful sign. It's a very ambitious sign, and it likes to think that it's created an impact or made a mark on the map. For all of you high achievers out there who have been driven, who perhaps have your to-do list and like the feeling of ticking it off at the end of the day, this will sit really well with you because it's that kind of driven energy.
I now know why we don't have any Capricorn friends. It's because they're too busy to have friends like us.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing. That's possibly it. Hard workers are Capricorns, and we can all use that energy. It sits so well in new moon, right? Because that's the time when we are planning ahead, setting our goals and our intentions.
Feeling energetic, feeling driven, feeling excited about new things.
But warning signs, it can be a little bit too much sometimes. You can be a little bit too focused, and your need to achieve and get things done can mean that you can be a little bit cold, a little bit too detached, a little bit controlling, and you lose that element of like goodwill and kindness and humanity. And like Dee kindly said in her focusing in her journal as well, reflect on all the amazing stuff that you've done and take a little bit of peace and stock. That sometimes even the high achievers just need to stop for a second, rest.
Yeah, enjoy those achievements. You've probably got more than most. So
pat yourself on the back, definitely. We are starting with a clean slate, and boy, do we feel like we need one. You crave having purpose, and so some service to the community might be good right now. So there you go. There's a suggestion right there about
Goes back to that legacy.
Legacy meaning feeling like you're creating an impact.
And also, I think that doing a bit of charity work, a bit of service is always really good for perspective. You know, helping people that are perhaps not as fortunate as you in that particular area can really help you feel grateful for what you have and think about why you're doing the things you're doing. What are you actually working towards? What does success look like for you? What makes you happy, etc. It's really, really good all-round advice for everyone, right?
Also, by achieving, it helps to improve your self-confidence, self-worth, and also you don't need to seek as much approval from others. Because you're achieving what you set out to achieve and what you wanted to do, and if you've done it correctly and you've got there, then you don't really need that assurance from other people. So trust yourself, volunteer locally, and do some research into your roots. Roots is a key word with Capricorn, with it being an earth sign. Affected organs. Ugh, I can't get my words out again, Dee. Here we go. She started. Affected organs. Take special care of the following when the moon is in Capricorn. Your legs and your knees. And Dee, I have a little surprise for you because I've researched this one. Why?
I love surprises.
So we, throughout the whole year, have done all of our new moon and full moon circles. And we always take you through this guide. For those of you that are familiar, you know, of affected organs. We go through aromas and elements and everything to do with the moon's energy. So this is a very good one to understand why, because it's very clear. And it's not sciencey, I'm afraid, Dee. We'll still try and research the science side for you. It's more woo-woo. There is a medical astrology guide that the ancient Greeks used, and they followed the moon in the sign. So it doesn't have to be new moon in Capricorn. It can also be full moon or the moon in Capricorn. And they noted the areas of the body that it affected. And Capricorn is associated with the skeletal system. It's not just legs and knees. It's your teeth and your whole skeletal system that Capricorn, the zodiac sign, rules.
Legs and knees is a weird one for Capricorn, seeing as Capricorn doesn't really have legs and knees.
Exactly. We were like trying to see the logic behind all of these throughout the whole year. And I thought it'd be nice to sort of join the dots with this. And yeah, it's the ancient Greeks we have to thank for this. Going on to aromas, one of my favourite bits, Dee. Tea, candles, baths, essential oils. Our list of aromas is, how is it, Dee? Cypress. Maybe I'll just call it suppress.
Yeah, like depress, but suppress. No,
well, that's interesting because it's the opposite. Maybe that's a good way for me to remember it. It is the opposite to depress. So it is the uplifter. It's a really nice oil to give you that little bit of a boost. So if you are not feeling that Capricorn energy, if you're not feeling motivated, if you don't see where you are on that map or where you're going, or you feel like you're still far off from creating your legacy or your mark, a little bit of a little bit of that lovely aroma in your life will hopefully give you that lovely boost that you need to feel that Capricorn mood. We also mentioned patchouli, the Marmite of essential oils. Dee likes it. I'm yet to be convinced. It is one.
I love it because it reminds me of being a goth in my teens.
Yes.
And using
very famously used to cover up certain smells, Heidi, and we will leave it at that. But it is one of the most spiritual fragrances, used in a lot of spell work and used for manifesting. And it pops up, I've noted, a lot on new moons as a suggested oil because you're setting your intentions and goals and manifesting your intentions and aims. And we've also got vanilla and tulip. I love it when vanilla pops up, Dee, because it means ice cream. To me, that reminds me of brighter days ahead, sunny days, summer, spring, that kind of uplifting, light, floaty vibe, which I think we all need now. We're in the winter months, like we're well into winter. And it's still new moon, so we're still carrying on and trying to achieve and do everything. But it is very much all about a boost. And this blend is a really nice booster, lifter, energizer.
Tulips feel very personal to both of us, don't they? Because we both lived in Holland and they have such a lovely association, don't they?
My favourite flower as well,
Oh, and obviously really easy to get hold of. So treat yourself to a bouquet of them if you can. Lovely.
Love it. So some nice aromas there to uplift you and boost you.
And vanilla, obviously, like you said, on ice cream, use it in your cooking, make some, you have an excuse to make a few nice little vanilla-based desserts or treat yourself to dessert when you get your next takeaway or go for a next meal.
Exactly. That's again why
the moon is telling you to.
I didn't look up the meaning of vanilla D because no one really needs to convince me otherwise that I'm going to have some vanilla ice cream and that'd be that. We always say, this is just a guide. You can add your own, mix it up, play around with your blends, play around with how you use them and enjoy. The element we've mentioned is earth. Capricorn, although very motivated, it's very grounding. So it needs to feel stable, needs to get that security and make its mark on earth. It's dependable, it's practical, it's stable. Tarot suit is the Pentacles, which goes nicely with that earth energy that we just mentioned. Dependable, diligent, stable, needs material stability as well. Going through the moon's energy, and if you're searching for answers, have questions, making your lists. A lot of us can sort our cards. They're important to us. It could be your oracle cards as well. And tarot, if this pops up or doesn't, it could give you a little taster or a little bit more of an intuitive idea into what's happening with you right now.
I always think of oracle cards and tarot cards like that episode from Friends where Rachel thinks she's pregnant and it's Monica's wedding and they're in the bathroom, the three girls, and Phoebe has got the pregnancy test that Rachel's just taken in her hand, and Phoebe pretends that Rachel isn't pregnant. And Rachel gets sad. And then Phoebe's like, just joking, you are pregnant, but now you really know how you feel about it.
I remember that.
Right? So I think of tarot cards, oracle cards like that. They help you figure out how you feel about something. If something comes up, it's interesting to focus on your reaction to whatever's come up.
Crystals, Dee, there's only 2 for Capricorn.
No, but they're such good ones and they're so accessible in terms of the price range. They're easily found as well. So they're great ones. I love them.
You made it easy for me to run through them this time because there are 2 that we sell as well. Check out our shop on weneedthemoon.co.uk. Like Dee says, they're affordable ones. They're great ones if you're starting on crystals to have as your basic core collection.
One of them is a weird one because it's not really even a crystal, is it?
It was wood at one point and it's been in the ground for such a long time that it's turned to stone. And we're talking hundreds, thousands of years to create this kind of crystal stone. The symbol of it is patience and perseverance. Because this little stone has taken such a long time to create, it's a reminder that patience and perseverance is something that we all need to have in our life. And selenite. Dee loves the selenite. There's a picture of her on her website with her selenite wand. Beautiful, beautiful crystal. It's very spiritual. It's very connected with the moon. I have one too. It's a little ball, so it looks like the moon. It's really translucent. It's got that really lovely kind of opalite sort of energy feeling to it. It's a great one for clearing energy. So the reason Dee probably has it in a wand is you wave it around yourself or rooms or spaces instead of smudging. So if you don't like the smell of sage, if you struggle with smoke, this is a really lovely cleansing new moon vibe crystal to have to clear out old energy. It's a symbol of purity as well, and it's a really sacred stone. So a really nice one to have in your collection and use for the new chapter of new moon. Because let's not forget that's what we're talking about, is your new start for this month. The affirmation is, I never forget who I am.
Oh, that's lovely, especially when you're starting new things, new years, new projects, right?
I never forget who I am. Which is a nice one, because if you're on a bit of a journey as well, Dee, if you're Capricorn energy or you've got that in your sign, sometimes you can forget where you started because you're so focused on looking towards the future. The numerology. One number today, the number 8. If it pops up, maybe when you look at the time, door numbers, telephone numbers. The number 8 is associated with connection, abundance, New moon, of course. Prosperity, again, linked to new moon. Ambitious, it's a good word for Capricorn. Rule-driven and loyal. Try thinking outside the box. I think number 8 and Capricorn just go hand in hand there, don't they?
Yeah, exactly.
Perfectly. Enjoy new moon in Capricorn, everyone.
Goodbye.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Take care. Bye.
If you enjoyed that and you want more from us, why don't you head over to our Patreon page, patreon.com/We Knew the Moon, and check out some bonus content.
Also, if you want to stay up to date, you can follow us on our Facebook page at we.knew.the.moon. If you could leave us a review on our Facebook page, that would mean a lot.
Our Instagram handle is the same as our Facebook, at we.knew.the.moon. We are on Twitter at We Knew the Moon 1, and we are also on Pinterest. Just search for We Knew the Moon.
Finally, if you want lots more fun, moon info and all things spiritual, plus our lovely shop, please visit our website, wenewthemoon.co.uk.